Hello students, welcome back to class. In our previous class, we looked at the topic constitutional democracy. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at human trafficking. Under this lesson, we're going to be looking at what is human trafficking. We're going to also be looking at the causes of human trafficking. Then we'll also be looking at the consequences of human trafficking. Let us welcome Ibrahim Olajide to take us through this section.
Today, I have a very interesting topic for you. But before we go into today's topic, I would like to take us back to a very familiar topic, which is slavery and slave trade. Slavery and slave trade was abolished in the 18th century. But now, there is a new form of slavery having the same characteristics, manner of operation like the slave trade. Some of the characteristics are the use of force, deceit, and illegality. The new force of slavery is human trafficking, and our today's topic is human trafficking. Under human trafficking, we'll be looking at the meaning of human trafficking, the causes of human trafficking, and the consequences of human trafficking. By the end of this lesson, students should be able to explain the meaning of human trafficking, identify the causes of human trafficking, also identify the consequences of human trafficking. Now, the meaning of human trafficking. Like I said earlier, human trafficking is a new form of slavery. Basically, human trafficking is the recruitment or the taking away of children and women by employing force or deceit into another environment or country to serve as prostitutes, houseboys, or for other menial jobs. The children and women are the most vulnerable. They are taken away after the payment of certain amount of money by their adopters to their parents. So parents takes money in exchange of their child or children, so they fall victim for the human traffickers. Now let's go to the causes of human trafficking. There are a lot of causes of human trafficking, and today we'll be talking about some of the causes of human trafficking. The number one cause of human trafficking is poverty. The poor parents take cash or money from traffickers in return of their children or child. Though the traffickers might promise them that after they take the child will go abroad, come back to Nigeria and upgrade their standard of living. But the traffickers are only taking advantage of their financial status because they are poor. So poverty is one of the causes of human trafficking. The next one is illiteracy. Like we said, in poverty, the traffickers do deceive illiterate parents because of their level of exposure. They are not really exposed. So the illiterate parents give their children away. Since money will be entering their pockets, they don't care. So they give their children away to the traffickers. The next one is material benefits. There are a lot of people who are not contented with their position and what they have in life, so they always want more, and this kind of people are easy targets of the traffickers. They are easily persuaded by the traffickers, by the human traffickers. The next one is peer group influence. Just like those that are after material benefits, people who have friends abroad who are successful are easily lured into human trafficking because they also want to meet the standard of their friends, so they are easily deceived by the human traffickers. Next one is weak law enforcement. When the law enforcement agents are not effective, traffickers in human trafficking would flourish directly or indirectly because we have weak law enforcement. The next one is white collar job. The traffickers do deceive their victim by assuring them they will get a white collar job when they follow them to wherever they are taking them to, maybe Europe, Brazil or the likes. The next one is lack of employment opportunity. A lot of people fall victim for human traffickers because they don't have opportunities where they are. There is no employment, they are not working, and this kind of people, they are easily deceived by the human traffickers. Now we go to the consequences of human trafficking. There are three major consequences of human trafficking. The first one is physical consequences. The physical consequences are the violent or the injury the victim suffered while the traffickers are taking them to their destination. Even some people contact or they eventually get infected by different diseases like HIV, AIDS and STDs. Though the traffickers do assault them on their way to their destination too. The next one is psychological consequences. Trafficking victims are exposed to different psychological problems such as stigmatization, depression and the likes. The next one is social consequences. Social consequences like social exclusion and intolerance can make it difficult for the victim to reintegrate into local communities. The children taken away have lost the opportunity of going to school, so they remain illiterate. So that's another social consequences of human trafficking. So we go to summary. Human trafficking, like we said earlier, I said human trafficking is the recruitment or the taking away of children and women by employing force or deceit into another environment or country to serve as prostitutes, houseboys or for other menial jobs. Again, we said poverty, illiteracy, material benefits, peer group influence, weak law enforcement, white collar job and lack of employment opportunities are causes of human trafficking. Also, we said there are three major consequences of human trafficking, which are physical consequences, psychological consequences and social consequences. Assignment: explain the three consequences of human trafficking. Number 2, how does poverty cause human trafficking? Thank you.
Welcome back. I hope you had a nice time with the lesson, and then I believe you have learned a lot as it concerns human trafficking. This is all we're going to take in this lesson. In our next lesson, we'll look at another topic. I'll see you in my next class.